PMA stands for Positive Mental Attitude. It comes from a Bad Brain song. Before that, there was a book about sort of using the power of positive thinking to manifest good things into your life. But what the magazine is about, the magazine tells stories about people who are doing good things, and it really digs into how they make it work. So how can they either make a living doing something great, or how do they do it on the side of the way that they make their living, so that it all sort of works together and they can kind of keep everything rolling. And I feel like a lot of people, get to a point in their lives, maybe they've been working at a job for a long time, or maybe they're just getting into the job market, and they really want to do something meaningful, they want to do something good, they want to contribute to the world, they want their life to stand for something other than just the material goods that they are able to accumulate. And so this magazine is meant to be inspirational content, but also helpful and useful for people who want to try to achieve the goal of getting to a place where they can sustainably do good things and still pay their rent and still feed their families.
Skate Like a Girl is a nonprofit organization utilizing skateboarding as a vehicle for change. Our mission is to create a more inclusive community by promoting confidence, leadership, and social justice through the sport of skateboarding. I think a lot of times you're waiting for somebody to tell you it's okay to do something, or oh, it's your turn. But I think PMA is all about just grabbing it and going and not waiting for someone.
And I think reading everybody's work and my own personal work is to help people in the community learn how to navigate and be leaders and to create things, because we're just trained to put up with whatever's happening, and I think that's really disenfranchising. And I think the world, we're born free, and so for us to think that we can't do things and we can't work collectively to do cool things, that's a myth. And that's actually, for me, it's propaganda, because it's for us to do cool things together means that we're an anarchist collective, man. Nobody's telling us we have to work together. We want to. The last, almost 20 years together has been a really amazing time, and I think it's sort of being part of this issue is encapsulates our work together, and it's really nice. So thank you.
Warm Current is a nonprofit that promotes healthy and active lifestyles and personal development for youth through surfing. Washington tribal communities have historically been extremely connected to the ocean. I mean, the Makah tribe in particular is a tribe made up of watermen and waterwomen. I mean, they've been on the ocean for millennia. And what I realized when I was surfing out there on that land, on that historical tribal land, was that the lineup looked like it came directly from Seattle. And I wanted the lineup to look like the kids who grew up there were welcoming surfers from inland and not the other way around. And if we just provided a little bit of instruction and a little bit of gear, wetsuits and surfboards, then it could become a sport that those kids were dominating. And to me, that just seemed, I wouldn't even just say to me, to all of us, that seemed like a pretty obvious, oh yeah, we gotta start doing this more. I'm really stoked to have been invited to be part of the inaugural issue. I think it's a really cool idea. I love the idea that you can make changes in the world around you just in your spare time. I think if you're looking for something that's meaningful, find something that you already care about, that matters to you, that's important to you, and figure out how to be more inclusionary.